Hello guys, it is me again, and today, as you can tell by my picture, we are going to be, I chose a book, and we are going to be reading Racing in the Rain, My Life as a Dog by Garth Stein. I have the book right here in my hands. I borrowed it from the library, so let's get started. Gestures are all I have. Sometimes they must be grand in nature, and while I occasionally cross the line into the world of melodramatic, it is what I must do in order to communicate clearly and effectively. In order to make my point understood, I have no words I can rely on because, much to my dismay, my tongue was designed long and flat and loose. It is a horribly ineffective tool for pushing food around in my mouth while chewing, and an even less effective tool for making clever and complicated sounds that can be linked together to form sentences. And that's why I'm here right now waiting for Denny to come home. He should be here soon. I'm lying on the cool tiles of the kitchen floor in a puddle of my own urine. Ugh. I'm old, and while I'm very capable of getting older, that's no way I want to go out. Shot full of pain medicine to reduce the swelling of my joints, vision fogged with cataracts, puffy, plasticky packages of Doggy Depends stock in the pantry. I'm sure Denny would get me one of those little wagons I've seen on the streets. The ones that cradle the hindquarters so a dog can drag his butt behind him when things start to fail. That's humiliating and degrading. I'm not even sure if it's worse than dressing up a dog for Halloween, but it's close. He would do it out of love, of course. I'm sure he would keep me alive as long as he could possibly could. But I don't want to be kept alive, because I know what's next. I've seen it on TV. A documentary I saw about Mongolia. It was the best thing I've ever seen on TV, other than the 1993 Grand Prix of Europe, of course. That was the greatest automobile race of all time, in which Ayrton Senna proved himself to be a genius in the rain. After the 1993 Grand Prix, the best thing I've ever seen on TV is a documentary that explained everything to me, made it all clear. It told the whole truth. When a dog is finished living his lifetimes as a dog, his next life will be as a man. I always felt almost human. I've always known that there's something about me that's different than other dogs. Sure, I'm stuffed in a dog's body, but that's just the shell. It's what's inside that's important. I love that. The soul. And my soul is very human. The door opens and I hear him with his familiar cry, "Yo, Zoe!" Usually I can't help myself but put aside my pain and hoist myself to my feet. Then I'll wag my tail, sling my tongue around, and shove my face into his crotch. It takes human-like willpower to hold back this particular occasion, but I do. I hold back. I don't get up. I'm acting. And Zoe? I hear his footsteps, the concern in his voice. He finds me and looks down. I lift my head, wag my tail feebly so it taps against the floor. I play the part. He shakes his head and runs his hand through his hair. He sets down the plastic bag from the grocery that has his dinner in it. I can smell roast chicken through the plastic. Tonight he's having roast chicken and an iceberg lettuce salad. "Oh, ends," he says. He reaches down, crouches me, touches my head like he does, along the crease behind the ear. Then I lift my head up and look at his forearm. "What happened, kid?" he asks. Gestures can't explain. "Can you get up?" I try and I scramble. My heart takes off, lunges ahead because no, I can't. I panic. I thought I was just acting, but I really can't get up. Darn. Life imitating art. "Take it easy, kid," he says, pressing down on my chest to calm me. "I've got you." He lifts me easily, he cradles me, and I can smell the day on him. I can smell everything he's done. His work, the auto shop where he stands behind the counter all day. He makes nice with the customers who yell at him because their BMWs doesn't work right, and it costs too much to fix them. And that makes them mad, so they have to yell at someone else. I can smell his lunch. He went to the Indian buffet he likes. All you can eat. It's cheap, and sometimes he takes the container with him and steals extra portions of the tandoori chicken and yellow rice and has it for dinner, too. I could smell beer. He stopped somewhere. Mexican restaurant up the hill. I could smell the tortilla chips on his breath. Now it makes sense. Usually, I'm excellent at keeping track of time, but I wasn't paying attention because of my emotional thoughts. He places me gently in the tub and turns on the handheld shower and says, "Easy ends." He says, "Sorry I was late. I should have come straight home, but the guys from work insisted. I told Craig I was quitting, and I didn't want him to feel bad about this. I wanted him to see the obvious, that it's okay for him to let me go. He's been going through so much, and he's finally through it. He needs not have me around to worry about anymore. He needs me to free him, to be brilliant. He is so brilliant. He shines. He's beautiful with his hand that grabs things and his tongue that says things. And the way he stands and chews his food for so long, mashing it into a paste before he swallows. I will miss him and little Zoe, and I know that they will miss me." Alright, I gotta stop here because my mom needs me. Bye.